Places like this, we're able to instill discipline in soldiers. So, because that's what they should be at the end of the day, is soldiers. Hurry up, come on, let's go. Everybody's waiting on you. The discipline makes you do the right thing when no one's watching. That goes along with integrity as well, like Army values. Facing the dirt, drag one leg and push with the other. If we're here, I can obviously give you a why. But at the end of the day, if we're in a serious situation, I can't sit there and tell you why. Even as a private in my younger days, I would always question sometimes, why does he ask me to do this? As soon as I started to climb up in rank, I started to find out certain things that's why. And that's why I think discipline's important, because, people got to do what they need to do in a moment's notice without question. But if you don't have any kind of relationship with a soldier, it's kind of hard to mend that, trust that soldier's supposed to have in you. And that's a big thing as well. They got to be able to trust you to also do the right thing and lead by example. You'll see us run every 2 mile, every 4 mile, and I think when they realize that you know what you're talking about, you lead by example, they start to trust you a little more to actually do your job and deliver air assault knowledge. Put your leg over, hands on your head, and as I jump, I'm also going to pull with this leg. All I'm going to say is we got airborne qualified soldiers coming through every day, talking about how this course is a lot harder. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So I got these tags on their sleeves, right? You fail an obstacle, you get your tag taken, all right? You get 2 tries per obstacle. So if you fail both tries, you're gonna get your tag taken away. So that way, if you fail another obstacle, we'll know. If I watch you fail an obstacle and I say, give me your tag, and you let me know that I have it, you're done. We dropped so many people on the air assault course, it's not even funny. Last class, I think we took in 200 and we left with 70. So, the feeling of accomplishment and that you actually made it, it motivates soldiers to not only teach the material and preach what they learned, but also to motivate other soldiers. Not that we favor, people who are motivated, but typically when they're more motivated, they do the right thing more often, they study harder, they work harder. Typically, if it's a physical event, I'll let them know, the mind always quits before the body. You think you started work just because you showed up, but that's not the case. The work starts when you're tired. Work starts when you want to quit. So that's when you really start to put in work. That's, you really find out who's who. Oh, you're right there, don't quit. It's in that moment, you gotta let them know, it's time. Let's go, come on, pull yourself up. Just like that, come on. If you're motivated, I'm motivated, you know what I mean? The thing is if I see a soldier that's really trying and I know they're motivated, but they're struggling, I'll definitely offer that soldier some motivation. Yeah, so that person didn't have to give up. They made the decision to quit. You just see them go limp, and then they just collapse. And it's not even their body gave out. I think people gotta, toughen up, get tougher skin, talk about younger generations. I don't know. Everything's being passed on to you, and if you can't accept these challenges and responsibilities that are being handed down to you, then nothing's ever gonna work. It's not even just with the Army, but with the country itself. So, accept the responsibility, get on with it, accept the challenge. You gotta stay motivated, even on the bad days. But, I'm no superhero. I'm not 100% every day. I got bad days too. All right, follow me. I did grow up wanting to be in the Army. There used to be a guy, a real good family friend, and he went to Iraq and he was there for the invasion and everything. And growing up as a kid, and he would always tell me about it. And that just seemed like something I really wanted to do. And that's not saying I know what combat is like, I don't. But to have the opportunity to serve my country, to the fullest extent, I'll take it any day of the week. Favorite part? The power. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, probably the teaching aspect. When I really get down to being able to teach soldiers, it's the most satisfying. I can sit out here and yell all day, but only so much is gonna come of that. I think the teaching aspect of it, seriously. I think my style is it's to the standard, and when that standard is met, I can tend to relax a little bit. Plus, when they meet the standard and they relax, they get to know you a little better, which goes along with forming that relationship with the soldier, So it's definitely needed to be a leader. Gotta have that relationship. Are we tracking not to touch the top horizontal beam until your feet have left the bottom? All right, y'all say so, but then somebody's gonna do it. All right, first rank, go. Just because you become an NCO doesn't mean that you necessarily have it all figured out. There's still a lot you don't have figured out. And yeah, it's still part of the challenge. The challenge never stops, you know. And I do, you know, challenge myself even throughout the course to somehow build that trust with soldiers, even though it's only going to be 10 days. I mean, I take pride in being an instructor, you know. I'm glad that, you know, when I can help soldiers, you know, when I can, but I think it was more so of making the little differences. Yeah, I mean, you should love what you do. You should take pride in it, because if you don't take pride in it, why are you doing it, you know? Yeah, work ethic. You just understand, like, not everything's gonna go your way. Roll with the punches, get it done, and just keep moving, because that's really what it's about, you know? Because before this, I was just working. I was a grill cook. I drove dump trucks. From there, I moved on to, like, working table saws in some old beat-ass warehouse. Shit was hot in there. I could be, you know, working the same job even now. But at the end of the day, like, you know, you got a path in the Army, and it doesn't matter where you're from or, you know, who you are. You can still show up, show out, you know, and as long as you know, put your boots in the dirt and hit the ground running, like, you'll get respect and you'll move up. I mean, there's plenty of job offers that, you know, if you don't want to be a combat MOS, you don't have to be, and just choose wisely and do your research, like an adult should. Right way to do the Army, I mean, come in motivated. Like, obviously, you know, you're gonna come in and there are gonna be some things where it's not how you thought it was gonna be, but that's normal with just about anything new in your life. So, come in the Army, figure yourself out, seek out good leadership, seek out, you know, what you can make of yourself through the Army and what the Army has to offer you, because the Army has a lot to offer. You just gotta take it. And at the end of the day, it's entirely on you. That's just how I see it. Yeah. Hey, I don't want to get a letter saying that I'm being pulled to recruiting. All right.